I don't want to listen to anything, Van. You should. So you are not ready to listen to me, and you want to believe what you saw and listened, and you don't have faith on your best friend, huh? Tell me, Taeyong. You shouted loudly without caring that everyone are looking at you both, and you know that Taeyong won't listen to you as he was blind in his love. Tell me, Taeyong, do you believe in me or her? He didn't say anything and held Daisy's hand, and you rubbed your tears harshly and said, "You will regret this, Taeyong. How can you believe in her in 1 month of love before our friendship this many years? It means it's nothing to you, right, huh? I do know that I am fool. I thought we are friends after you rejected my proposal also. But you proved I am wrong. And thank you for telling me I have been following these many years like a fool." You said in full of anger, and Taeyong eyes suddenly softened and he was coming towards you. But you stopped him. "Van, it's not. Don't come near me. I don't want to become a fool again. We are done." You said with tears in your eyes and went from there. "You will really regret everything, Taeyong," she said while looking angry at Taeyong and glaring at Daisy. And Taeyong started to follow you, but Daisy stopped him by holding his hand and pleading him with her eyes not to go. Time skip. While crying, you went home and locked yourself in room. Nia came to you to console you, but you told her to leave you alone. And you cried very much, but your tears are not at all stopping. "How can you think of me like that, Jim? You didn't even listen to my side and believe what you just saw and what you just listened. I get jealous by another girl's boyfriend. You think I'm cheap? How can you believe her words, Jim? Won't you trust your friend anymore?" "Oh, I forgot. Love makes people blind, right? And you love her. That's why you don't trust me. After knowing this, I should not cry and waste my tears. For the people like you, Kim Taeyong, you don't deserve my tears. I should be strong and move on from you. I should focus on my career rather than your untrustworthy friendship." Like that, you cried very hard and made your heart strong. And then, after some time, again your room door knocked, and you said, "Nia, I said I want to be alone. Please go and let me live alone." You shouted loudly without opening the door. "Van, it's me, your mom." "Mom? Mom, I want to spend some time alone. Please go from here." "Van, Taeyong is here. He is saying he want to talk with you." After listening his name, tears again from in your eyes. But you control your emotion and you said, "Mom, say him that I don't want to meet him. Say him that go from here and don't come here ever again. I hate that untrustworthy people. Tell him this, Mom." You said very loudly and your voice reached till downstairs and your mom got confused by your behavior and she slowly went down and saw Chiang is crying hard. "Cheung," she said, "you to go and don't come here ever." Before completing her words, Cheung rubbed his tears and said, "Okay, auntie, I will go from here. And in fact, I deserve this," he said while holding his tears, not to come down. He said slowly and started to go from there. But your mom stopped him and said, Son, I don't know what happened in between you both, but I'm sure that you both fighted with each other. If she make any mistake, I'm sorry, behalf of her Taeyong. You know Van is very childish girl. Please forgive her and like always please take care of her after we go son. Please don't let her be alone. Me and Van's dad trust you. Please take good care of my daughter after we leave. No, auntie, you are thinking wrong. It's not Van who did a mistake, but it's me. I made this all mess, and she will talk with me after she become cool, auntie. Don't worry, I will take care of her. Trust me, and you and uncle live in Australia peacefully. He said and went from there. Next day, oh God, you woke up now after everything is over? Taeyong got up late from sleep and came to kitchen to drink water while walking slowly. Tea, what happened to your eyes and nose? Why it's so red like wines? And why did you drink very much last night? You know Neil struggled to bring you home. And don't do like that again, Taeyong. Okay, mom, I won't do like that again. But tell me, did Van came here in morning to go to college? No tea, I went to their house to send them all off. His mom said while cooking casually, but Taeyong's eyes became wide and he said, What? What do you mean by all, mom? All means three of them. Don't you know Van also went to Australia with them? What? When? Taeyong's eyes got teary and he said in shock. This early morning tea, Van came here and told me that she is also going with her parents and her eyes also red. Same like you son. I asked her why they are like this but she didn't say anything. And I said I will wake up you. But she told me that not to wake up you and went from here. And I don't know why Van went with them. I'm already missing her so much, Taeyong. After listening to her words, Taeyong got shocked and came back to his room and started crying very hard. You can't go like this, Van. How can you leave me alone and go? Why you are avoiding me like this? I know I made a mistake, but you can't give me this much big punishment, Van. Can't you scold me? Can't you beat me? Or do whatever you want? But why you left me alone and went away from me, Van? I want you. I want you back, Van. Please come back to me. It's been 2 weeks since you and Triong met, and he's trying his best to get close to you and talk with you, but you are not giving him any chance and avoiding him your best. And you know he's getting hurt by your behavior, but you want to make him feel the same you felt before. Please talk with me, and I can't live like this alone. When you are in front of me all day, I want to talk with you and apologize to you and share with you everything. My good and bad moments happened, and I want to know your story also. I searched for you in Australia very much, but I didn't find you there. And how come you came here? I want to know, Van. Please forgive me, Van, and talk with me. He got lost in his thoughts and snapped out when he heard the knock on the door. Come in. he said while adjusting his face into cold. Sir, this is the file which has every information of this project. And if you want, we can add some changes and make this project best, sir. Okay, give me that file and send my assistant to my cabin. Okay, Mr. Kim, he said and told others to come in Mr. Kim's cabin and went again in. Van, where you lost? I said Mr. Kim is calling you. Go to his cabin. I'm calling you from this much time. You are not listening to me? I'm sorry. I was thinking about something, Ria. It's okay, my daydreaming beauty. Now go fast. He is new to us. He may scold you and go fast. Yes, Mr. Kim. Why you call me? Van, we are discussing about the old project of our company and we want to make some changes in that so that we can attract the people. So check this file and tell what's your opinion in this and think like a customer and tell your opinion, Van. Sir, I think Mr. Kim will won't accept my words, sir. He will believe that what my words are all lies. You said while looking at Taehyung coldly, and he is also looking at you with his sad eyes. What do you mean, Miss Van? He said confusingly as you both are staring at each other silently. We will talk about this later. I have something to do, and you can go now, Mr. Lee. He said, and Mr. Lee started to go out, and you also followed him back. And then Jing stopped you and said, where are you going, Van? I want to say something. Then you stopped there and looked back at him. We are going out for dinner, so get ready by 6 p.m. Then you folded your hands and said in annoyed, Mr. Kim, I am here to work and not to roam around with my boss. You said annoyingly while staring angrily at him. And I'm also taking you out for work only. I have meeting with Mr. Han. So as my assistant, you should also be there. So we are going out. It's a business meeting. He said a little bit coldly as he is not liking the thing you are doing and you are acting like you both are strangers when you both were best friends before and his heart is paining with your actions and with your words. Okay, you said slowly and went out. I think I should not talk with him like this. He must be hurt. But what about my pain? Yes, I did right before the thing which he did to me and hurted my heart. You both are sitting in the restaurant silently without talking, and you both are waiting for Mr. Hun. And Taeyong ordered the best dishes of the restaurant, and you don't want to be here with him, but it's your job and you can't do anything now. Hello, Mr. Kim. I'm sorry for keeping you wait. I should be the one who should waiting for you here, but I made you wait for me. I'm sorry. I was stuck in traffic, Mr. Kim. Please forgive me. He said in apologizing manner and suddenly he hugged Taeyong and greeted him. And you smiled at him without giving him handshake. But Mr. Han came to you and hugged you, which made you to shock as hell, as no one hugs you like this. And you awkwardly smiled at him. And in shock you saw Taeyong's face. He is looking very angrily at Mr. Han, like he used to see every boy who ever tries to come closer to you. And you smile internally as he didn't change from this many years also. And he's still behaving like a high school boy who is overprotective and possessive for his best friend. But you felt there is no problem as Mr. Han is like 60 years old man. After that, dinner started and Taehyung and Mr. Han are talking about how to start their project and strategies of the project and how to use them. And you're sitting in the middle of them and you are also giving some ideas. Everything is going smoothly. Then suddenly you felt Mr. Han's hand on your thigh and your eyes widened and you looked at him in anger. But he is looking at you like nothing is happening under the table. And you try to remove his hand, but his grip got tightened and you felt very uncomfortable and disgusted by his touch. And you didn't understand how to tell about this to Taeyong because it's the important project for the company. And if you tell this, the project may get cancelled. And you also thought that Taeyong won't believe your words like in the past. So you silently sat while controlling your tears. Then Taeyong excused himself and went to washroom. Then Mr. Han told his man to go out and you got confused why he's telling them to go out. But suddenly he pulled your chair closer to him and you got shocked and angry and you said, Mr. Han, what are you doing? It's wrong. Stop this. What? I'm doing wrong? But I think I'm not doing anything wrong. Don't you know? Every boss bring their secretary and assistant to dinner at night. They will give their assistant or secretary for one night to make their deal final. And Mr. Kim also brought you for this only. So stop this act and let me enjoy. He said, and tears started to scroll down from your eyes. And then again Taeyong came inside with Mr. Hanmans, and you went out fastly while rubbing your tears before he saw your face. What happened to her? Why did she went out like that fastly? And Mr. Hanmans are standing out. Did something happen when I'm out? As he didn't understand anything, he silently sat on his chair. What that old man said is true? Did Taeyong really brought me for that only? But Taeyong is not like that. What should I do now? Should I shout at that man and show that what he deserves? Or should I be silent till the meeting is over and tell Taeyong after that what Mr. Honey is trying to do? Will he believe my words? You came in the washroom and started thinking about this. Then you heard the knock on the washroom door and it was Taeyong and you rubbed your tears and went out. What happened and why you are taking this much time? Are you okay? Then you nodded your head as okay without looking at him. You know it's important project, right? Come fast, he said and looked your eyes and saw that they are red. And did you cry? He said in concerned tone and started to come closer to you to rub your tears in your eyes. But you moved back from him and Chung felt hurt and said, It's okay. Take your time and come back. He said and started to go back from there and he was very hurt by your behavior. Did something happen when I am out before? Why suddenly she is crying? Should I check what really is happening here? While thinking, he went inside the private room and sat on his chair. And after some time, you also came inside. And everyone started talking and discussing about the project. Then again Mr. Han started to casing your thigh and you tried your best to remove his hand. But his grip was tight and you are controlling your anger to shout as you are thinking about this project and tears started to form in your eyes. Then suddenly another hand came under the table and holded Mr. Hun's hand very tightly and removed from your thigh. And you looked at Taehyung and he is foaming in anger. Taehyung punched on Mr. Hun's cheek hardly, and Mr. Hun hissed in pain. What the hell you are doing, Mr. Hun? She is at your daughter age and you are doing this nasty thing with her? What are you saying, Mr. Kim? Didn't you brought her for this? He said while adjusting his jaw. What are you saying? If I brought my female employee for dinner, it doesn't mean like that. And we are here to work and you're taking advantage of her? Shame on you, Mr. Hun. Mind your language, Mr. Kim. After this, I won't work with you. Oh, really? Then go. It will cause loss for you only, not for me. And don't ever lay your hands on any woman. And I'm canceling the deal with you. He said angrily and held your fist and went out. As he is looking very angry, you didn't say anything and silently followed him. As you know, Jane won't listen to anyone when he is angry. The ride is totally silent and you are looking out and feeling the cold air hitting your face and you are feeling some relaxation. And then you turn towards Taeyong and saw that he is still looking very angry and his wings are popped out due to anger. And you remember his words earlier. What the hell you are doing, Mr. Han? She is at your daughter age and you are trying to do this type of nasty thing with her? What? What are you saying? If I brought my female employee for dinner, it doesn't mean like that. We are here to work and you are taking advantage of her. Shame on you, Mr. Han. It means he said that I'm only his employee and he saved me like his employee, not as a friend. And how can I expect him to say like that after what happened before and how I went off from his life without telling him and now always avoiding him? But I should thank him for helping me. Then you cleared your throat and said, Mr. Kim, thank you for helping me before. You said slowly and you looked at him and he didn't said anything and showed any reaction. And you said, Mr. Kim, I'm saying thank you for your words cut off when he suddenly shouted on you. Stop calling me Mr. Kim and call me Triang or T like you used to call me in before. Your eyes widened with a sudden burst out and you looked at him silently. Why you were silent before? Can't you say me when I asked what happened before? Why you were silent, Van? You should have punched on his face. I thought this project deal is important. Then Jung stopped the car and turned towards you. What? How can you believe that I will give importance to this unwanted project? Then your safety, huh? You should have said me when we are at washroom. You have never listened to me, Van. Why you don't want to talk with me like before? You should give me one chance to listen to my words, Van. You can't avoid me like this. You know, by talking each other can stop any type of misunderstanding. Please stop avoiding me, Van. Talk with me. If I said you won't believe it, Mr. Kim, like before. You only believe what you see and what you listened, and you don't have any type of trust on people. You only trust your loved one. Then tears formed in his eyes, and while crying, he said, and you were surprised to see this reaction. Who said, I won't trust you, and I did a mistake, a big mistake in past. And how can you think I will repeat that again? You know how much I missed you and how much I searched for you in Australia. In these 5 years, I want to apologize to you, Van. What? Did I listen correctly? He want to apologize to me? And he is regretting for his mistake? And he searched for me in Australia? Your eyes widened in shock with his words. When you have gone, I realized that how big mistake I did and what I really feel about you, Van. I want to tell you that I really love. He was about to complete his words, but suddenly his phone rang and he saw the caller ID. Without thinking further, he lifted the call. Oh my god, what he's trying to say? His words sound like he is confessing to me. Oh god, what I should do now? But he loved Daisy, right? Yes, mom, tell me. While thinking, your hands started getting sweat and your heart started to beat fast. But his sudden shout made you to flinch in shock. What? How? Okay, I'm coming. I will be there in 10 minutes, mom. He said in a scared tone, and suddenly his total face became pale. And he again started the car and started to go in full speed. And with that speed, you held your hand tightly on your seatbelt and you said, Taehyung, what happened? I will tell what happened, Anne, but not now. We should go fast. You became silent as you understood that something has happened wrong, and you sat silently. Then soon you both reached City Hospital, and Taehyung was walking fastly, and you are following behind him. T, Hannah, I'm sorry, she said while crying and hugging Taehyung, and you looked at them confusingly. Hannah? Who is Anna? Why auntie is crying this much? You were thinking silently, standing behind them, and then you listened Mrs. King's words, and your world stopped. I'm sorry, Taeyong, I didn't took care of your daughter properly. Because of my neglect, now she is inside. Mom, it's not your fault. I know how naughty Hannah is. Don't take blame on your mom. What? He has a daughter? Did he marry to Daisy? How can he not? They both love each other, right? And after seeing his tense face, I can say how much he loved her and his wife. But where is Daisy? Does Taeyang want to really apologize to you? Does he really miss you and really regret what he did in the past? And did he really start to confess his feelings to you just now? Means he love you? After you went away, what happened? What made him to realize his feelings for you? If he love you, then what about Daisy? and his daughter. Does this child is really taehyung child? And where is Daisy? To be continued.